Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, ShrimadBhagavatam17. As you may remember, Vidura was trying to tell something to Duryodhana. There was a moment of silence when he said this, just a moment. Duryodhana then descended from his seat. With him walked Randeya, Dushasana, and Shakuni. Duryodhana came and stood very near his uncle. His eyes were red and his lips were throbbing with anger. He would not even talk directly to Vidura. He said, "Who allowed this low-born man into the council hall? He's a traitor. He has been eating the salt of my father, the king, and shamelessly he is siding with our enemies. It is our wish that he should leave this city. We do not want him here. Since he is the brother of our revered father, he can escape alive." Vidura looked at everyone and at his brother. No one spoke a word. Vidura's face was bland and calm. Only a slight sneer could be observed on his lips. He thought of the Lord in his mind, and he was freed of all delusion, of attachment, pain, and sorrow. He took up his mighty bow and placed it on the doorstep of the great hall, as if to say, "With this bow I am laying down on this doorstep the Maya which was clouding my vision. The affection I had for my brother and his sons, the affection which was blinding me to their real nature. It was this Maya which has been tying me to this place all these years, and now I'm able to shed it." Vidura walked out of the assembly without once looking back. 11. Vidura's return after the war. Vidura left Hastina and went on a pilgrimage to all the holy rivers of Bharatavarsha. He wanted to visit all the tirthas which had been sanctified by the Lord in his three forms, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahadev. He went to Vrindavan first and spent some time under the shelter of the Govardhana hill. He walked all the way to the river Narmada and bathed in her waters, which were always clear. He visited Pampa Saras, where Sri Rama once stayed while he searched for his Sita. Pushkara was one of the many tirthas. He went all over the surface of the country dressed in tree bark, with his body covered with dust, and with his hair all matted because of negligence and the frequent baths in several rivers. He was bent on only one thing, the feet of Narayana. And with this thought ever in his mind, he managed to shed the opposites and attain a semblance of peace. Vidura reached Prabhasa, the favorite spot of Krishna. There he heard about the annihilation of the family of Dhritarashtra, like the destruction of a bamboo forest by the fire which is born of the bamboo itself. He heard that Yudhishthira was now the sole monarch of the entire Bharatavarsha. He tried to grasp the facts. Protected as he was by the armor of detachment, still his heart was touched with great sorrow, and quietly he walked towards the banks of the Saraswati. From there he pursued his journey toward the Yamuna. On the banks of the river Yamuna, he met Uddhava. Uddhava sent him to the sage Maitreya to learn Brahmavidya. Vidura spent some time in the ashram of Maitreya, and from there he traveled toward Hastina. He wanted to meet Yudhishthira and his brothers. He wanted to fall at the feet of his brother Dhritarashtra and console him and Gandhari in their sorrow. This was a mission he had to perform. After that, he was free to go to Badarikashram and shed his frame. That was his intention, to perform tapas and attain freedom from the bondage called life. He had no desire. Sadguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.